Hi everybody, MJ here, and welcome to my walkthrough into the studio project. Now, I've gone ahead and I've decided that for this particular studio that I'm going to create, I'm going to go with some sort of medieval theme because I've really been recently getting into the HBO show Game of Thrones. So I've already logged in and I've put in my username and my password to bring me to my page where I have my profile, my stuff. So let's go to my profile page. And if I take it down, you'll notice that I'm technically already curating two studios. I had one untitled studio just having to do with general projects, and I had started sort of an amateur Game of Thrones studio. But what I want to do is I want to focus specifically on knights. Knights are my favorite part of medieval times. I think they're so cool, they're action-packed, their lives are incredibly exciting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus all of my projects on knights. So to start us off, go up here, and I notice that I've got my two studios and then I've got a couple projects, but I want to create a new studio. So I'm going to go up here to the right and hit New Studio. Now to start us off, I'm going to go ahead and add a picture. I'm going to change this and upload this Knights logo that I found earlier, which I think is going to be perfect for this entire studio. I'll describe it as this studio is for anyone, in big letters, who loves learning about the medieval period or who has a fascination with knights. Perfect. Excellent. And I can probably go in and add a little detail later, but for now, that's all I need. Okay, now, if I wanted to, I technically could go ahead and follow people and find people who seem to have a lot of projects about knights. But unfortunately, I don't have any followers right now. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start adding projects. And I think the best way to do this is to look at some of the projects that I was seeing earlier. Now, none of my projects have to do with knights. And in my favorites category, my recent favorite, Open That Chest, is a great game. But again, it has nothing to do with knights. But some of the recent projects that I was viewing, Night Fighter 3D, Ian's Knight, Knight's Test, those have a lot to do with this topic. So I'm going to click Add for each of them. And now I've got 3 really solid projects that are going to go ahead and start off my studio. Great. Now, if I had a URL, I could go ahead and add specific projects that I know of by putting that in. But since I don't know any specific URLs, I'm just going to go ahead and add by tag names. And in my opinion, the best word to search for is, well, knights. So let's try that one and see what comes up. Okay, awesome. Great. Now, every single project that had the word knight in it has been added. Fabulous. So this is great because I've populated my studio with a lot of cool games and a lot of cool projects that all have to do with knights. So maybe you want to play a game. Maybe it looks like you want to see sort of a little story. But the nice thing is that I have a whole number of different projects to look through. Now, I'm also going to go ahead and allow anyone to add projects because the best part about this is for other Scratch users to be able to enjoy it just as much as myself. Okay, now technically I'm the only curator of this, but if I wanted to, I could go ahead and invite specific people. And I don't really know anybody, but if I did, I could go ahead and type in their username. Let's say that I know someone named MJM14. Close to me, but not quite. Then I can go ahead and invite them. Now I'm adding this person, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's anybody that has this username, so it actually isn't going to go ahead and invite them. But in the future, if I find other Scratchers that I'm following, such as down here, or Scratchers that are following me, I could go ahead and add them. And the best part about this is that people can go ahead and leave comments. I'm going to start off and say, my studio wins any jousting competition. Perfect. Excellent, just as a knight would say. And then last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and title this Knight's Tale. Excellent. Here it is. My studio is ready, it's up, and anybody who can access it is able to. And just to go ahead and double check that it's here, I'm going to go back to my profile, look down, and here I see A Knight's Tale. Click, and it takes me right on back to where my studio is all ready with 135 projects to explore.